I was just talking to Chris earlier what my plan is for today. It's gonna be story mode as usual. I need to start collecting materials because crafting is what I wanted to talk about next. It's actually rather similar to enhancing a weapon in many different ways. It is very not similar to crafting in every other game, in the sense that the UI is hilariously clunky. But, well, we get to see it, and it's gonna be cool, hopefully, maybe, probably. And then I'll talk about, like, kind of spinning back to Jamie's talk about free-to-play game design. I feel like this is yet another situation where they're trying to kind of bank on that game design process. So it's going to be interesting to discuss for sure. I'm sure the moment Chris sees it and he sees how crafting works, he's going to be like, why did they think this was a good idea? And I'll be like, I don't know, Chris. I don't know. It is 6:28 right now. I don't know if it's worth me delaying any longer, but I'm gonna suspect it's gonna take me 2 minutes to get started on story mode anyways, so I'm gonna switch. Yes.
Do you want me muting the chat or the stream?
Let's start with muting Discord.
Okay.
Since this is story mode we're talking about, so
yeah,
we're gonna have to work with a delay when you decide on the multi-choice. When we work on getting into the story segments. That daily boost on the top of the screen right there being 0 frightens me. But oh well, we're not going to be exploring that too much. Last time, we were at Chapter 2, the very last episode of Chapter 2, which is a new divergence matrix, or matterboard. I guess we'll just watch this.
Banjiにおいて全てを選ぶことは不可能。婚姻の後を見定めた定年も必要である。
So, confession, Xian uses very difficult words that I sometimes do not know what the heck they mean. And boy, this sentence, like, I have no idea what she's talking about. She's using some words I have no idea what the definitions are.
新たなマターボードが生まれた。事象は変遷を見せ、未だ遠き道ながら、全ては確然と近づいている。
Okay, yeah, that seems like inaccurate.
あなたの行動が未来を決めるということ。私が表現するのはただそれだけ。無縁な言葉を謝罪する。
Oh, thanks me for paying attention to that. I'm like, where is she saying I apologize? That last part, where there was a huge delay between those last two sentences. Yeah, she did say that. Never mind. Yeah, just to let you know, the Japanese dialogue has really long pauses, despite being in between speech bubbles for reasons I do not understand. Oh, that was surprisingly short. We should have just watched that last stream. Darn it. Alright, well, moving on to Chapter 3, I guess. Ah, yes, furry.
ARKS ですよね。もしかしなくても依頼を受けてくれた方ですよね。ありがとうございます。依頼の話をする前にちょっといいですか？第二惑星リリーパの砂漠で小さな影を見かけたことありませんか？影がどこにいるとか知りませんか？すみません。見たことないですよね。
for those who've seen our last stream, we have actually seen them.
そう、変な質問でした。発見報告はあっても、どこにいるかはまだ誰も分かっていないことなのに。あ、申し遅れました。私、フーリエと言います。これでも一応アークスなんです。リリーパにいる小さな影の話って聞いたことありますか？時々噂になってるんです。その小さな影に私この前命を救われたんです。と言って信じてくれます？
That's interesting. They sort of summarized what she said rather than kind of give the pace of what she actually said. Which is fine. Her original dialogue is, I was saved by those tiny shadows earlier. I guess if that's believable for you. So it's kind of interesting that they kind of shifted things around to streamline that a little bit. It makes sense. It's fine as a translation.
砂漠で怪我して動けなくて、ああもうダメだって思った時にあの影が助けてくれて、いろいろあって戻ってこられたのですが、命の恩人にお礼も言えてないんです。だから私からの依頼はたった一つです。
I would have added some extra so's to that. Like, so, I have one request, something to that effect. It's fine.
私の代わりにあの小さな影を探してはもらえないでしょうか。本当は自分で行きたいのですが、ご覧の通り怪我をしていまして。私の話を信じる信じないはどうでもいいです。報酬も用意します。あれが夢だったのか真実なのか、せめてそれだけでもはっきりさせておきたくて。お暇な時でいいのでよろしくお願いします。
So yeah, no, furry, I don't recall the English pronunciation, but she kind of goes like furry. She's an interesting contrast to Aki, I will say.
こんにちは。もし今お急ぎではないのでしたら、一旦歩みを止めることを推奨します。今この先に進むには少々危険な状態ですので。
They reversed it, which is fine, because of the Japanese grammatical structure. When I say they reversed it, this be for your own safety. If you're wondering why her dialogue seemed really, really long on this bubble, she actually says, for your safety, and then finally says, there's a lot of trouble happening around right now. This speech bubble replacing for there's a lot of trouble moving forward. It's fine. It has more to do with the Japanese sentence structure and grammatical structure that kind of often requires this switcheroo every once in a while.
ご覧の通り、今のゲッテムハルト様にとっては目につくものすべてが敵です。乱暴に言ってしまえば見境がありません。
Interesting. Another reversal. She says something to the effect of, as you can see right now, he is apt to take the frustration on anyone that comes near him. And then she's saying, to be blunt, he's in a foul mood. But now this is fine. I think that sentence structure actually makes more sense in English than the way it did this. So.
進めば巻き込まれてしまいます。それは私とて例外ではありません。私に対する扱いがひどいというのは 他人に立った視点です。私は共にいられればそれだけで十分なのです。それ以上望むことは許されません。何より私が許しません。
ほら行くぞシーナ、トロトロするんじゃねえ。
話はここまでのようですね。それでは失礼します。
Yeah, it's interesting kind of talking about, you know, the Japanese language versus the English and seeing seeing where the differences start. But anyways, yes, moving on. Certain dragon destination.
どうも。なるほど。視野外からの接近であれば気づかないようですね。あなたの特性について理由はわからないけれども理解はしました。要件のある時は私から声をかけさせてもらいます。私一人の時に声をかけるのはなるべく避けてください。仕事中かもしれませんので。早速ですが質問です。あなたはかの暴走竜のハドレッドの所在を掴んではいないのですか？本当に何も感じ取ってはいないのですか？それだけ鋭敏な感覚を持つのならハドレッドの所在をつかむのだってきっと容易なはず。失礼しました。少し興奮してしまったようです。
Ah, Chris, a question. Why are you so interested in this one dragon versus who is Hadrid? Which one do you think we should choose?
I go with the dragon.
Alright, so why are you so interested in this one dragon?
あの竜、あいつはハドレッドは裏切り者だから。裏切り者を許してはならない。それはあらゆる組織での鉄則。絶対に私の手で。いえ、何でもありません。忘れてください。かの竜の所在、もし発見されたなら私にお伝えください。では。
Yeah, that was fairly literal in its translation. Oh, Hadrid! Compelling. Chance meeting. Okay, that was the last one. Army.
あ、奇遇だな相棒。こんなところで会うなんてよ。何か探し物でもしてんのか？ああ、小さな影か。なんだ相棒、あいつら探してるのか？それならほら、さっきあの辺で見かけたぜ。いや、俺昔から他人の探し物をよく見つけるんだよ。自分のは見つからないんだけどな。ほら、この辺りだ。さすがにもういないか。あれ、でもあそこ、なんだそりゃ、布か？飛行士の持ち物なわけがないし、もしかしてあの小さな影のか？まあそんなのでも一応あいつらがいたって証拠にはなるかもな。正直この惑星は分からねえことが多すぎて判断が難しいけどな。直感というか予感というか、まだまだ何か秘密がありそうなんだよな。ま、調べてりゃわかるか。
Oh, that's actually extra flavor text in there. I'm sure a little legwork could turn up something somehow. He said some things like, "Oh, well, at least if we keep researching, we'll find something."
じゃあ俺はもうちょい探索してくるぜ。相棒、今度は俺の任務にも付き合ってくれよ。じゃあな。
あ、どうでしたか？この布はもしかして小さな影の残していったもの？やっぱりいたんですね。私が夢を見ていたわけではないんですね。
So for those asking, wait a minute, do robots dream in this universe? Cats are originally human, according to the lore. So they're actually cyborgs. They eventually modified their bodies to be robotic. That's just it.
よかった。よかったです。ちゃんとお礼を言う相手がいてくれたんですね。ありがとうございました。私、早く怪我を治して直接お礼を言いに行きたいです。あなたのご迷惑でなければ、その時もまたお願いしますです。
So, interesting speech pattern with Furry. She says desu a lot, which I know is a meme amongst the anime groups and circles. So, for all you people out there, pay attention to the fact that Furry says desu a lot.
現在、全アークス一斉参加の大規模なエネミー討伐作戦を準備中。対象は惑星オバルです。
先日はどうもありがとうございました。おかげさまで怪我も完治です。いつでもどこでも行けますよ。それでですね、あなたに折り入ってお願いがあります。私と一緒に砂漠に行ってくれませんか？私は私の見たものに自信がなくて、誰かと一緒に行きたいんです。お願いします。あなたのお暇な時で構いませんので。 私のメモリーやカメラの故障じゃない。間違いなくそこにいたんですよね。よかった。あなたも見たのなら間違いないです。ちっちゃな影さん、小さな人というのが正しい見た目でしたね。お話ししたりお礼を言ったりはできなかったけど、いいです。じっくりやっていきますから。今はとりあえずいるってことが分かっただけで十分です。ここからは根気とやる気の勝負です。大丈夫、私その2つだけは自信がありますからね。本当にいろいろとありがとうございました。あ、
Oh.
すみません。今はちょっと大きな音を立てないでもらえますか？ほら、あそこ見てください。あんなくつろいでる姿は珍しいです。いつも周囲を警戒してばっかりでしたから。あれは気候種。
Ah, that's what they call automata, huh? 気候種。
あの子たちはここの原生種だから気候種が襲う理由はないはずですが、なんだか様子が変ですね。危ない、逃げて。すみません、ついおかげで敵に気づかれちゃいました。私も精一杯手伝いますから頑張って倒しちゃいましょう。
So apparently in the original Japanese, story mode was something that you can actually explore more of. Actually, as I understood it, like, you got story mode missions, like quests, and then you had to go out and actually find a person to start it. But they recently changed it, or recently is the wrong word. I think somewhere around episode 3 or whatever, they changed it so that it's just a series of cutscenes. So that's why there's some weird disjointedness in some of these cutscenes, where you're like, am I expecting a gameplay element here? And it just doesn't happen.
なんでしょうか、この音。剣撃の音。これって戦闘音。
おらおら、どうした？機械の体はもっと丈夫なはずだろ。つまんねえぞ、もっと気張れよ。
ひどい。
なんだお前ら、悪いがここは俺の遊び場だ。譲ってやる気はねえぞ。ん？ちょっと待て。そっちのキャストの女はともかく、お前は見たことあるよな。
ナベリウスでお会いした方です。ゲッテムハルト様。
あの時のやつか。いけねえいけねえ。獲物の名前ぐらい覚えておかないとな。それでお前がここに来たってことは、あのふざけた仮面野郎も来てるのか？それとも今回はお前が俺を楽しませてくれんのか？なんだよ女、てめえに用はねえぞ。
この付近で大暴れしているアークスはあなたですね。
大暴れ？何言ってやがるんだてめえは。 これがアークスとしての本分だろう。惑星に降り立ち敵を排除する。俺たちがやってるのはそういうことだぞ。
違います。私たちアークスは現世の住民との交流も含めた。
だからよ、それが詭弁だっつってんだよ。言葉も通じずダーカーの影響を受けてるかもしんねえ奴らと交流なんてできると思ってんのか。なあ、お前もそう思うだろ。
Oh dang. We get to agree with Get Some Halt? Or shake our head, no, we don't agree with you, Get Some Halt. While I wait for Chris's choice on this, real quick, obviously Get Some Halt is written to be evil. So it's kind of worth noting that, like, in the past I pulled up like a huge content warning verbal abuse. I do think he is a very verbally abusive character, which, to be fair, is there to kind of emphasize the fact that he is evil. But I think it's also important to take note that his behavior pattern is something that we should actually take very seriously when we see it in real life, that we should try to correct them and stop them from doing so. In particular, his treatment of Malfacina, and right here in Furry, it's really telling how little respect he has for other people. And I think it's kind of important and necessary to point that out when you see that sort of act in real life. And it does happen, speaking as someone who's an adult and has seen that, so. I assume Chris wants me to shake my head.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Be on the side of good. Stop.
いい子ちゃんが。まあいい。どれだけ隠そうとしても、お前から感じる匂いは隠せねえ。ああ？なんだこのちっちゃいのは。じっと見てきやがって気味悪いな。まあいいや。どうせダーカーに影響されて俺たちを狙ってるんだろ。ならここで始末しておいてやらないと後から来るアークスにも迷惑がかかっちまうな。ダメ。何？
大丈夫。今のうちに早く逃げて。
てめえの敵を身を挺してかばうとかバカを通り越して言葉もねえぞ。
敵じゃありません。あの子たちは私を助けてくれた。だから今度は私が。
なんだ、お前もそっち側か。分かっちゃいねえ。お前らは何も分かっちゃいねえぞ。そんな奴らでもいずれはダーカーに侵食され狂う。ならそうなる前に殺してやるのが生殺与奪を握る側の優しさってもんだろうが。キャストのくせにそんな目で俺を見るな。一気に冷めた。帰るぞシーナ。
はい、それでは失礼します。
シーナ、トロトロしてんじゃねえ。
So,
大丈夫です。傷は深くありません。私、頑丈なのが取り柄ですからね。分かってます。あの人の言うことにも一理はあるんです。ダーカーの影響を受けて狂ってしまう。狂ってしまったら倒すしかない。それは本当のことですから。私のやっていることも恩返しという名を借りたただの偽善、問題の先送りに過ぎない。それでも私は信じたいんです。ありがとう。心配してくれるの？うん、大丈夫だから。 まだ怖いみたいですね。でも大丈夫。きっと大丈夫です。時間はかかりそうですけど、私諦めませんから。
The moment has sadly long passed, but there was a sentence in there where the subtitles completed the sentence, but furry in the Japanese version didn't. It happens a lot in anime, which is why a lot of people are like, don't use anime as a source of, a place to learn Japanese language only. There's a strong tendency for characters to just not finish their sentences. And yeah, unfortunately, the moment has long passed and slightly past my memory. But I seem to recall it was something to the effect of, like, stop it. I still believe in them, and like, she just doesn't finish her sentence before it gets involved. It's like, fine, we're leaving.
ごめん、あっちこっち見てて。みんなにとって普通に見えるものも私にとっては新しいものだから、なんかすごくワクワクするの。ロビーにあるモニターとか最初はすっごくびっくりしたよ。わあ、何かが壁の中で動いてるって。いろいろ忘れちゃってるのは不便でもあるけど、当たり前が新しいことになるのは楽しいな。もちろん思い出す努力もしてるよ。ちゃんと忘れてないよ。ただ忘れることは悪いことばかりじゃないなってちょっと思っただけ。
I don't feel like that's what she said. Maybe it's the next sentence I should pay attention to. I'll try talking about it. Nope, never mind. No, she said at the very end, instead of I was just thinking, I sure hope the stuff I've forgotten isn't all that bad. That doesn't feel like... No, what her dialogue was more closer to was, I thought... She said something to the effect of...
全ARKS一斉参加による大規模作戦行動を展開中です。ARKS各員はクエストカウンターより任務への参加を。
So Matoi said something more to the effect of, maybe it's not so bad that I've lost memory of a couple of things. Or like, so she was trying to find... The last sentence in that whole dialogue was her finding a silver lining in her amnesia. She's like, maybe it wasn't so bad that I'm amnesiac right now. So alright, I guess we need to go to Signs of Improvement next time. But off we start on a new quest. Yes, we have cleared a bunch of missions. So, a couple of things to catch up with everyone from the past stream. I did in fact start tackling a couple of missions earlier, including crafting, which I hope to get started talking about sometimes towards the last hour of the stream for a couple of reasons. But on the main mission signs of things, as you can see, we've sent an auxiliary on a search. I did demonstrate how to do that last time in the last stream, and I actually grinded a little bit. I had the auxiliary search for more procurement quests after that. So we're gonna see. We're actually not gonna be leaving off from where we were earlier. We're gonna be leaving off from wherever I got the auxiliary grinded to. But at least you'll see that our auxiliary went from level 1 to clearly not level 1. So let's take that. Photon spheres, great. Take a look at Fresh Find Shop. I don't know why this never triggered earlier. We did actually see what the Fresh Find Shop is. You can access that from the menu. Don't really have any intent of showing that now, so that's done. And then Story Quest Phantom Reality. This is an alternative account that achieved it. For whatever reason, story quests gets passed through. But Phantom Reality is an episode 4 story, so I guess I'll just force through all these wards. Cool. Another thing worth talking about is Jan right here. I did in fact affix one of our weapons. I don't remember which one it was, but we did do that quest. Why not? Now that's what I'd like to see, kid. You're a good old ARKS of an ARKS. Gotta say, this old man has a lot less on his spine now. Now there's plenty of rare augments to discover, but they won't always be on the equipment you want to affix. That's why you gotta mix and max augments, kid. Move the augment from the base item to the item you want. The more you do it, the more success rates will drop. It'll be plenty worth it, I tell ya. Now the best augments to go for are... augments are pretty awesome. In case people don't know what augments are, you might notice here on the item menu, on the 3rd tab, there's all these really awesome descriptions, and more importantly, these stat boosts as a consequence of those augments attached to it. So it is actually possible to customize this. It requires a lot of items to make it happen, but it's absolutely worth it for a large number of places. So highly recommend looking into that. I'm actually going to take on this one, the primer on partner cards. Bah! Too many whippersnapper ARKS these days, like working alone. It's like crying shame, I tell ya. Don't they know that you can bring people along an adventure if they have the right partner card? Just dang wastefulness at its worst. Bah! I can't think on it anymore, or else I'm gonna blow a gasket. Think you'd better get on and go right this instant. To do what you ask? Ain't it obvious? Go to a partner. Go take a partner on an adventure. Here, you can have my partner card. Now let's get going on the adventure. That's what ARKS is all about, you know. And now you can invite Jan. Oh, what's his other quest? Don't get overconfident. I thought we already did that, but okay, whatever. Oh yeah, and then one last thing. We should see how our auxiliary is doing. Pardon me, I'm gonna do some shuffling here. Hi Orbit, we're gonna talk. I'm back! The exploration was a success! And here it is. So yeah, we did some... So, that rank S is, as far as I can tell, completely random. But more importantly, right here, it says, you know, we earned 2,400 EXP. Like, that's kind of more important. So this tells us that the our auxiliary received experience points and is now at level 26. I think we can set their subclass now. Yay, we can. And I think we want them to really hit hard, so I probably want a subclass fighter. So yeah, talk. Okay, so apparently they are... Yeah, I assume they're still nervous. And they did not find everything. Let me see if I already have these. Like... Oops, it's not going to be in here. Nope. Okay, well, looks like I'm going to have to send them off again. I'll be off now. Oh, also worth noting, the reason why I can tell that the auxiliary is done is actually because if I look at through the mail right here, I tapped Y when I brought up the menu, by the way, so you get to bring that up. You can say that Orbit has sent us an email saying, I have a report available, I'll be waiting at your quarters. To read this report, talk to me to your quarters or select auxiliary from the personal terminal, choose me and select search results. So yeah, cool stuff. I'm going to be deleting these, generally speaking, because they are going to take up so much of your inbox. She's going to be doing that for a good 1 hour. In the meantime, I guess we can start exploration. The actual action that you all have been waiting for.
緊急任務発生。全アークス一斉参加による
got
大規模作戦行動を展開中です。アークス各員はクエストカウンターより
Oh yeah, complete
任務への
augment.
参加を。
We did in fact finish that. Yay. Oh, okay. We did in fact finish all those too.
こんにちは。
Alright, well, that was a lot of stuff done without actually doing anything. Alright, let's see. We wanted to go for the floated. So you might notice that there's these little left icons. That means that we have a client order relevant to that. But I think, yeah, we've been doing super hard for most of it, so let's go with super hard. Actually just remembered something kind of important. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter, does it?
こんにちは。
Yeah, let me see if this works. So our next quest we need to take on is the floating continent sample recovery. Recover special minerals. Shouldn't be too hard to do. I will accept this quest, and I'll accept it in the current block. Near middle line order. Would you like to create a order? Yes. It's going to ask that each time you have a client order to take care of, so that you can actually have access to the proper character when you actually start the room. Because it is possible for other characters to take on that character, take on that AI, and that leads to conflicts where the game prevents you from having two of the same AI characters from walking around at the same time. Lots of these. Let's try tackling them. Draconians. Just when I thought I had a good read of an enemy, they bust out some attacks I don't know. Can't a guy catch a break? If an enemy looks like another enemy, they should both have the same attacks. Am I right? Individuality is overrated. I get the feeling you can deal with any curveballs they start throwing your way, though. Show me your strats. Don't worry, I'll keep my eye on the monitor and make sure not to miss a thing. Catredansa. I think we actually have to fight this eventually. My thing is, you can't be too careful. Get caught with your pants down and you could lose everything, including the pants. Now you and me, pal, we're on the same wavelength, yeah? I think you know what I'm driving at yet? You got it, TBGS. Go get him out there. So the Azure and Quartz Dragon is legit hard. I'll figure out how to defeat it, I guess. Man, I let myself down on that Catredansa deal, pal. I measured all those times and forgot to cut. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, TBGS, I know that look. You're gonna find your pal a plan of attack, aren't ya? That's why pals are always worth having. Make me proud. And then this new trial. I can't tell you how grateful I am, TBGS. I'm gonna keep my eyes locked on you until they soak every drop of ability. Or details. Every drop of your ability, it says. Yeah, I'm serious this time. I'm not done working with you and ARKS by a long shot. Although I was serious all the other times too. Cool. Let's do it. Alright, so the glowing lore panel tells me it worked, so we can actually just head out. So, looking back at Yon's client order very carefully, I believe it said Yon only, right? Pretty unsure. Here we go, primer. Clear an S rank with Yon as your partner. Well, it just says Yon as your partner, but not only Yon, so I guess we can kind of recruit more people. Lots of spoilers here, but here's Yon towards the bottom. We'll invite Deltaire. My character as well. And we'll invite Orbit. Oh, our party is full. Fair enough. Threat level acceleration, sweet. And monoliths. I'm gonna need this, maybe, hopefully. I don't know where the communicating problem comes from. I'm still... Internet seems to be working.
では行くぞ。ついてこい。
よはい。
緊急通達だ。よく聞け。
Ouch!
Emergency code attack.
これだ。
上守備だな。
Let's see, how is our friend doing? Not online right now.
Completed.
Oh right, Chris, I should have let you know, as you're watching the stream, you should switch to muting the stream and bringing the Discord, unmuting the Discord chat. Oh, I forgot to set these two. These two are kind of important. Oopsies.
I've unmuted the Discord chat.
Sweet. So we have a more real-time communication here, yeah?
Yep.
Sweet.
Just as well, I had to take off my headphones for a little while. I spilled water on myself.
Oh, fun. Oh wait, this is yeah. That's what those obelisks do. It makes lightning that much more worse. Now they're actually weak to purple magic. I'm calling it purple magic anyways. So let's swatch. Oh, okay. Let's swap the elementals on my lawn here. I'm gonna optimize. I'm going to prioritize on getting again.
緊急通達だ。よく聞け。 Slap those horns. Yeah? Where'd the helicopter go? What did the helicopter drop? So many questions. I can hear you chewing on a potato chip.
Sorry.
No, there's nothing to apologize about. It's just funny, the timing. I'm like, what did they drop? Potato chip. Yeah, take that. Slap, slap. You can see the explosions. Yeah, I wonder what's keeping... It seems like my wand meter, focus meter, is still at max. I'm wondering what that's about. No, that's not the way out. This just leads us back. Saw the direction, I guess. So Chris, when you hear the word crafting, like what comes to your mind?
First, Kraken from Greek mythology. Release the Kraken.
Oh no, I said crafting.
Okay. And then, well, I was gonna say, and then I realized that you meant crafting.
Oh, okay.
So, putting two things together to make a third thing.
Yeah, exactly. I guess the other question would be, what kind of interface are you expecting? Nope, this is not accessible. You know, are you expecting like a grid? Maybe a list of things?
Yeah. I could say like two things on the left and one thing on the right.
Right.
Or if you want to do like the Minecraft 3x3 grid.
So that all sounds completely logical to me.
Yeah.
And then there's this game's crafting, which you can tell me when you see it, but I mean you'll know when you see it because I'll be talking about it. But yeah, I have opinions. And yeah, I'm obviously mildly curious what your opinions are as well. I didn't get any wands. Interesting. So I believe this is a minerals quest, so hopefully it'll let us know when to actually get that. Oh, that is faster. Wait, why is it that the wand has this weird movement? Yeah, I thought Taluses give you that. And Gunblades give you that, so why does the wand do this? Interesting. Oh, yeah, here it is. We got an egg.
Emergency.
It's an egg-shaped object.
Collect.
Is that another egg-shaped object up there? Oh no, it's the portal to drop our items in. Move away! I gotta drop something. Here it is. Sample at C2, and we are at D2, and I am moving further to the east, which means I'm going upper. the letters of the grid will only increase. So it's somewhere around this sector. And hey, look at that. And C3, so that would imply going a little down. There it is. We did it. Mission's done. Just remembered something kind of important. First off, I believe we were using the Tribals 100.
Completed!
We should also strongly consider using the EXP Earn 100 as well. Though now it's kind of a little too late. Well, I mean, we can do a subquest next anyway, so. Suppress Catredansa. That shall be what I work on next. I'll summon the recruit block. Yeah. Photon Blast Acceleration. And how am I doing item-wise? Monomate is a little lacking, but at least I can start taking on these daily missions. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, so now I have a head crab emote, just to prove that yes, I did actually open this on Steam. So here it is, head crab, and if I perform this emote, hopefully I'll find it. Here it is. That is a spectacular emote. And that's the male version. Alright. We're done. I should probably also unlock the ARKS set and see if I can at least on that. Yeah? Oh, they actually delivered something. Wow, that is not useful right now. Oh yeah, I forgot that I attached shooting drive to my other character. Oh hey, look, there's a target as in the switch. Right, it's triggered. And it triggering. Unlock this.
Looks like you have a Dreamcast above your head.
That is correct. That is a mag, and it is a Dreamcast.
It's back from the old Final Fantasy. Not Final Phantasy Star Online.
Yep, that was when Phantasy Star Online first released. I think a few months before, Dreamcast was officially discontinued. should remember to do that earlier. But hey, now that I oh, well, that's not what I wanted.
You measure me. Code. Attack.
なかなかやるな。
上守備だな。
Completed.
Each individual Mukta has a unique characteristic. Couldn't do the rest of it, but that's okay. Here's a taste, says Jan. Speaking of discs, have I actually? No, I have not learned rank yet. So many client orders and quests done. Yep. Going a little north. Sweet, thanks. That was a very useful move there, my character AI. Oh no. Are there like any MMORPGs that you particularly like to play?
I haven't really found one yet.
Ah,
If they ever come out with a completely legal and full Pokemon MMO, I would play that.
oh, like Temtem.
Yeah.
Speaking of Temtem, does Minecraft technically count as an MMORPG? Not MMORPG, but just an MMO.
The permanent servers could, like Hyperpixel,
Right.
but it's you got to go loose with the RPG in that instance.
I mean, it's already pretty loose. I'm calling this an MMORPG when it's more like, you know,
This is looking more like an action adventure game.
right.
Then again,
Diablo was the game I was thinking about. It's more like Diablo in a sense.
So it's more of a Western RPG?
Yeah.
That's a topic, if you're interested, you can go into the differences between
Oh.
JRPGs and
Oh no
Western RPGs.
I meant gameplay wise, it has more similarities with Diablo than World of Warcraft, right?
Oh, so it's a standalone RPG versus an MMO.
Right. I mean, don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought with Diablo you can like play it in LAN.
You can, although I think it depended on which version of Diablo, and it was probably pretty limited.
Right. Because according to the developers, that's what they were actually inspired by, Diablo. They're like, how do we make a Japanese version of Diablo?
Did they specify which Diablo or just the entire series?
I think they just meant the entire series, but probably two at the time they were actually developing it.
Okay.
It's gonna reach it sometime.
Emergency code Q.
Actually, ran good, so it might be worth me trying to get ran good set up. Oh, okay. I am not customizing this too well. There we go. There, yeah, see if that works.
The main thing I remember people liking about Diablo was the exploration and character customization.
Right. Wow, I'm not casting this at all.
I can imagine them bringing that into World of Warcraft because Warcraft isn't natively a RPG series. It's an RTS.
Right.
And I don't know how well a linear storyline would lend itself to an MMO setting.
Ouch. Oh, you stunned me. That's right, pal. Alright, well, let's just slap this.
Completed.
Well, there's at least one item in here that I do want. So it's really annoying that I can't pick it up. Oh, I don't know how I got these. Let's drop that. There. Problem solved. Yay! I am going to return to the lobby action, since it sounds like item management is something I need to start taking care of. If I were to guess, I think these? Yeah, okay. It must be these that I need to actually start taking care of. Now I'll also drop those in storage. Megid, we already have learned that. None of those are the items that I want. Yeah, so might as well just start selling some of these.
何をお求めですか？
I want that. I'll take a look at the specs for that later. I don't want these.
ありがとうございます。またのご利用をお待ちしています。
In the meantime, let's take care of some of these client orders.
私に用か？
Hey, Jan, a primer on partner cards. Now that is what I like to see, kid. You're an old race of an ARKS. Gotta say, this old man has a lot less on his mind. As long as you got a as long as you got the person's partner card, you can go drag him after starting a quest. Don't go forgetting that now. Now back in the good old days, I used to partner up with just about anyone. Alright, don't get overconfident. I don't think I'm too concerned about that. And I'm not too concerned about auto chats right now. But I'll take this. Oh, perfect timing. I've got something for you here. It's yours if you'd like. It's a synthesizer. No need to thank me, just a little token of my appreciation. Keep up the good work. Alright, well, that's more items to throw into my inventory. Storage. It looks like this is, yep, a mission tier. Interesting. Let's see, and then we have Han's client orders. As expected. Hostiles on the flowing content. Think I'm finally getting a feel of your moves. And they are crazy good. If my eyes were any more glued to the monitor, I couldn't get them back in my skull. I burned your fighting style into my eyeballs. I got this now. Bring on a floating continent. I'll take everything it's got to give. I'll give everything I've got to give. Pardon me. Receive reward. Now let's go. That was perfection, pal. So many of them, and you didn't even break a sweat. I didn't even know it could be done like that. That was a painful lesson how far I've still got to go. I guess I might just avoid getting the axe thanks to you, pal. Time to change up my attitude and dive back into training. Thanks again. Huh. I guess I was too on guard for once. Caution's got better of me this time, pal. I guess I will have to lay him flat next time. Mind you, I said next time, not right now. Nice work, pal. Take care. Looking at my experience thing right there at the bottom, it's... we're about more than 3/4 of the way there, so that's good to see.
どのクエストにしますか?
Then I'm going to try to see what other... try enhancing a ring. Enhance the skill. I could do that. And then I could also do this sometime.
どのクエストにしますか?
I believe that takes care of all the subquests for the flowing continent, which means that we need to start doing the expedition for that. So, flowing continent exploration it is. This is going to be interesting because Quartz Dragon is nothing to sniff at. They're kind of hard actually. Checking my friend list just to make sure. And I take it Anthony is still not online as far as you can tell. Chris.
Not yet.
In the meantime, I do wanna feed my mag this wand that I got. Or it's a talus, but whatever. Sure, take it. Yeah. Bunch of characters that we could start recruiting. Well, I guess we're gonna be 2 of us. Good old. Look at that. So many rapids. Alright, alright. Let's see. The Ruins is next. So I'm debating on whether I want to do any fishing here or not. I guess I'm gonna find out. Maybe I don't understand what this wand lover does. Hi. I guess in this case I can just rush.
Emergency code. Distraction.
Oh, I do want that. Oh, okay. Ouch.
Completed.
Cool. Well, I guess I'll go fishing and harvesting on the ruins and take a look at what the what rings are available. I wonder what rings am I actually equipped with. Atomizer Fanatic and then Enhanced Attack. So, not ones I want. Okay. Well. Lots of them over there now. Yeah, so what else was interesting reading through that interview from the developers when they made the original? As mentioned earlier, it was intended to be like sort of a Japanese version of Diablo. And when they talk about like Japanese version, one of the more interesting side of things they were talking about was like how it has to be like this 3D game where you're looking from the back perspective of the character rather than being top down and being looked down upon. So that was like an interesting thing that they brought up. And originally that they were trying to create, they were just like trying to make an online game at all. And one of the things one of the limitations that they immediately dealt with was like, oh, do we want to add jumping into this game? They kind of basically said no, because it will kind of screw up their netcode and so forth. As a reminder, they had dial-up back then, which
Emergency! Code! Attack!
hardly does. Has like one of the worst connection speeds you can ever imagine if you haven't lived with dial-up before. So, understandably, given that they were working with such limitation, you know, the game kind of has all these incredibly, I want to say by modern standards, boring elements. Mainly because, again, their online connection was just so bad that at the time, that was the best that they could pull off. And it's just sort of interesting how, like, very early on they had to make those choices, which kind of determined what the design of the game was going to be as a consequence of it.
Completed!
Are these new discs? Oh yes, they're Tri-Impact. Not that I care about that, but okay. I probably should give my poor auxiliary here some defensive gear.
Emergency! Code! Distraction!
Oh, I like this mission. Ouch.
Completed!
Alright, this is the moment of truth. Wish me well, Chris.
Good luck, even though I'm probably seeing it delayed. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Anthony. We are just on boss, and boy, this is not going to be fun because this boss is really hard.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, at least death is but a slap on the wrist in this game.
Emergency! Code! Duel!
Oh, ouch. But good timing. You know, we are about to... Assuming this boss takes 5 minutes, we're about to, oh, okay, lasers. Ouch. Anyways, where was I going with this? You know, hopefully, boss doesn't take more than 5 minutes to defeat.
Okay.
I got its horn down. Ouch.
I may be a few minutes before I get in game anyway.
Okay. I don't think there was an oh no, there was an emergency update. It wasn't much though.
Unrelated to the update.
Ah, I see.
I'll be a few minutes.
Oh darn it. I'm not gonna use my half-scape doll for that. For anyone looking at the stream and being like, why is Taro doing that? No, I'm not in the mood for it. Let's monomate my way out of this. Yep. This boss is kinda hard. Hans didn't ask me to S-rank this one, no. So it doesn't matter. Now I'll just play it nice.
Emergency code due.
Why that miss? Orbit is down. I did not think that was possible. Run. Doing very poorly right now. Okay, oops. Darn it. Everything alright?
Yeah. Sorry, did I make a weird noise?
Yeah, some sniffles.
Yeah. I forgot that would make... It would activate the voice.
Right. Ouch. to Catalysis. Hey, because I died once. We did it. Are you ready to start the ruins soon? Oh, right, Hans. Forgot about that. Clan Order Hans. What do you have to say? Hey, don't go looking. Oh, don't go thinking I'm nervous about whether I can pull that strategy you showed me. What, the part where I died and then just went back into the course? That's not what I'm thinking at all! Good. That's probably a really smart idea, Hans. You watch! I'm gonna take that thing down like a pro. Just not today, because my belly hurts something fierce. Anyway, you did good, pal. See ya. And since we're going to the ruins, might as well start tackling some of those. It's mostly just false spawns, actually. The moment I set foot in the ruins, my instincts were screaming in that place was bad news. There were false spawns everywhere, even some I've never heard of before. You better believe I turned the heck around and got out of there. ARKS, Bad, Point Man, and Recon positions to belong to you. That's all I'm thinking. So there you go. Could you find a strat for getting us through those ruins? Sure, Hans. A new trial, which is getting more false spawn. You just snap up these orders every time without missing a beat, don't you, pal? Almost makes me think this is such a cakewalk to you that you don't even take it seriously. But I'm just imagining things, right? I mean, this is some high stakes live fire training, yeah? I know I'm the one who'd ask you to do it, but you know, watch yourself out there. And speaking of false spawns, I think Shia, on the shopping mall right here, has a few quests related to that. What? A hot sun in the blue sky! Summer is finally here! This is the busiest time of year. We gotta enjoy ourselves. That's what I'm planning to do in this summer resort. As such, it would be great if you can help me do a few things. Such as, can we go kill these false spawns? Okay, it doesn't say what location here, so it's a summer resort and all, so I want to make sure people forget about all the fighting and stuff and just have a good time. Well, that's what I'm thinking anyway, but apparently some false spawns has other plans. At this rate, everyone will be tossing around weapons, not beach balls. Think you could take out all the false spawns for free, please? Sure. Then an uninvited intruder. We will not get there. In the meantime, if you're asking, hey, does these water slides actually work? Also, Persona 5 is now a thing in this game. I'm sure that reference is going to be very awkward for Chris listening via Discord and watching the stream in a delay, and being like, what the heck is Taro talking about? Where did Persona 5 came from? And then he'll see the stream and go, oh. Yep, these slides work. We verified it. Our mission is done. Let's see, any items we have right here. Okay, so that Resta is not very useful for the purpose of what I'm hoping to do. But the level 8 one, level 16 one is going to be good. I'm not going to need that. I will want this to feed my mag. Don't need this anymore. That sounds good. I did say I didn't know what ring I wanted, so I want to check that out real quick. Just to quickly give you some context, Anthony, probably, let's see, 9:30, so probably around the 8:30 mark, I want to start talking about crafting for a little bit. That's not the character I want to talk about. So keep that in mind. Let's see, there's a wand in here. Quick illusion. Oh, that's not what I want. Yeah, there's probably a wand specific ring. There usually is. It's either wand or rod. Alternate photon bullet mode.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. What does alternate photon bullet mean? Photon bullets explode on impact, damage surrounding enemies. Probably not what I want. Oh, here it is. Wand element change. When wand focus is charged. When wand focus is charging, the wand element changes to that of a charge technique. Alternate wand E change. When wand focus is charging, the wand's element changes to that of a charged technique, except support. I don't understand the difference between these two. I'll have to take a look into what the heck these are. Maybe there's a better all-range strike. Quick blaster. Wide area heal. Extends the area of effect for AS. These are AS specific ones. Decreased threat level, don't want that. Party toughness. When two members are damage taken from enemies, reduce the number of party members. Interesting. Mag excitement is something I might actually take into account. Perfect recovery blast. When landing with a perfect recovery, surrounding enemies suffer damage. Interesting. Leaping dodge. Boost your speed to dodge enemy attacks when used after registering into the sub-palette. Maniac, Talus Prolong. Quick illusion. Technique charge parry. Allows you to perform a perfect guard to instantly start charging attack weapon. Oh, that might be actually really useful. It only takes. I don't think I have a worst ammo.
ありがとうございました。
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Fine. Okay, well, I'll look into that later. Just to let you know, Anthony, I'm on block 15.
Konnichiwa.
Do you want me to get started on a quest anyways, or do you still plan on coming online soon? Anthony?
He's still connected.
He's still connecting. Interesting.
Maybe he just stepped away.
Well, I can get started on the ruins. This one is a closed circuit entrance, so.
お願いしますね。
Probably this quest will only take like 5 minutes anyway. 5 to 10 minutes anyway, so by the time he's back online. Then... Sure, after.
よろしくな、相棒。
Oops, not what I wanted. Complete a daily order. I might consider doing that.
よっしゃ、行こうぜ。
You can earn quest points by defeating the following boss boss: Dagon, Prada, and Carthaga, and Prada. read over this. Yeah, you keep doing that while I try to figure out what the heck this is. Class skill information. Then Tector. Wand focus, which is fine. That's what. Okay, wand lovers grants a bonus to your wand focus, normal attack, and photonic fury potency. Enables fast step attack. Only works the wand has wand focus. Grants a bonus to your wand focus, normal attack, and photonic fury potency. And enables fast sidestep attacks. Okay, so that actually implies, right? So I can do that, which is actually kind of useful for me right now. So if I want to play defensive for now, this will do. Got it. Hi, right?
Emergency! Code! Attack! Completed!
Oh, the effective EXP Plus has expired. Darn, and that was my last EXP stream too. Diamonds. I'll take those. Speaking of diamonds, I forgot the fact that I was supposed to feed my Dreamcast with this all-important talus. Although I think I might want to, yeah, I'll probably want to beat this first. Ooh. Nice. This is not the exit. I was so sure.
Emergency! Code! Attack!
Oh, I just started a quest, so
It's okay. I haven't logged in yet.
okay. I'll take that, and the rest of those items, I guess I can sell them.
Completed!
Oh.
Did I just belch into the mic?
No, I didn't hear anything actually.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that I was supposed to, my subclass, the hunter subclass actually, so I should actually go back and try to make sure that automate is max. Not that severe, or not that crucial, but okay. Ah, yes. Okay, cool. Got some. Is this the furniture? No. It's not a good furniture that I wanted, but okay. Oh, that actually cuts grass. Nice. While I'm at it, yeah, I'll take that in time. I'm guessing that my tribe boost is...
Be right back.
Oh, else. Better drop some tribe boost. Geez, I don't know why I'm trying to look for the exit. No, this level doesn't have one. This quest doesn't have one. Bomb toss. And anti for that matter. Nice. Well, let's take this last route we have to. Ah, yes.
Emergency! Code! Attack!
Actually... one more. Oh, there it is. Ouch.
Completed.
All right. I can't add you to the party because I forgot that I had too many characters in my party, AI characters. So let's change that. Alright. I can't seem to add you yet. You can transfer to my block, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the traffic in your block looks like, but yeah, like as usual, I tend to choose the lowest one. It's right. I'm currently in 15.
It's pretty full. It's just, I'm just where they put me. I didn't pick.
Right. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm at block 15, so you can find me in the cafe.
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's see if there's any. Ones- Nope, they have.
ありがとうございました。
They have
こんにちは。
no daily quest specific to this. Darn. Let's see. What items do I have? Those I want to keep. Gonna store those for now. I can sell some of these. That sounds really good. Yeah, I could try enhancing that. How much grinder do I have? Grinder 5. Alright, well, I'm gonna be stealing from my gold one too. Sounds like. What? I must have played wrong switch. Oh, darn. I only have 5. Grinders are really abundant too, so it's a little shame that I have 5 on them. Okay, well, I can fix that later. It does not make sense for me to log out. Oh, hi!
Hey.
Are you in the middle of prep work, or do you think we should just get started as soon as possible?
I'm ready.
You're ready. Alright. Then I'm going to return. Let's move that mouse out of the way. ARKS quest. Alright. Oh, I'm going from bar. Environment Contaminator Destruction. Destroy the Darkham. Okay. Whoops, cancel. Sorry about that. I love one thing. Environment Contaminator Destruction. Accept. Alliance members only. There.
お願いしますね。
There. Plus and 4. Oh, whoops. I actually dismissed that right. So, I didn't realize that with party members, if you accidentally what is it? I thought it's on the party commands. Oh yeah, so yeah, you can remove members from your party. So remove from party, I'm going to want to remove Tartaro. There we go. So you can actually do that from the menu. It's just really hidden because of course everything in this game is really hidden under these pop-up menus. It's the one thing that's really terrible about the game, if I'm to be completely honest. You want to start recruiting some AI characters? There. Sweet. I know I'm running out of monitors, so I might as well grab them all. And, let's see. Need to update my sub palette. Do this. Whoopsies. Do this. Right, prep work's done. Let's do this. It sounds like we just need to kill some sort of boss character either at the end or something. Yeah. Actually, polymorph or whatever it's called usually is our spawners, so we probably will get a normal procedurally generated level. That sounds like somebody in the title. So, yeah. How's your day been, Anthony?
Well, I woke up late.
Ah.
Not a lot happened today. I was trying to visit Los Santos, but I couldn't get in today.
Oh, interesting. When you say like you couldn't get in today, like was it just not online?
There's a queue.
Oh, I see.
So like there can only be 75 people on at once. And you gotta get in queue, and then there's people that have priority to get in. And I don't have that, so
I see.
it's a bit more difficult for me to get in. Just didn't happen yesterday.
Right.
Or today.
Well, for me it was mostly just job interviews this week, so. Although I am trying to learn a little bit of UI toolkit, as they call it in Unity. As the name implies, it's basically a toolkit for putting together menus and user interfaces. Thus, UI, user interface for short. Using an XML sheet, which is generally a more human readable text file than the old way of doing things, which was just writing a log. Am I going way ahead of you? It looks like I am. Oops.
Sorry, I had to adjust the sound so I could hear you better.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. Bad time to summon the darn. Oh wait, what? What's the switch? What does the switch do? Oh, it's right there. Got it.
緊急連絡あり
Emergency! Code! Attack!
Ouch. Alright.
Thanks.
Yep. Fine. Let's get us back to reset.
Completed!
Well, I guess one of us are gonna have to get that. I want it to be one. So many new things to do. Alright, following the leader, following the leader, wherever they go. Is that the kind of furniture? No, it's not. Darn. Looking for a 6-star furniture. It was really interesting when you, Anthony, sent over that Polygon link to that interview.
Yeah.
The PSO 1 and how the developers kind of pulled it together, what their plans were, so on and so forth. Was there anything that in particular for you that you stood out? I actually talked about it in the stream about how like they were inspired by Diablo and were asking the question, how do you make a Japanese version?
You know what? I think I forgot to read it.
Oh, please.
I put it there. Oh, this will be something Taro might be interested in, and
I was.
I'll read it later. I guess that's like that might be part 1 of a longer series. Yeah.
They came out with a second one recently.
Okay.
I haven't heard of the third one yet.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was really cool. It was a really interesting insight. It obviously explained a lot of things, such as why does your character move like molasses?
Yeah.
Because for the people who are like, so I have very, very, very fond memories of Phantasy Star Online, the first game. But boy, if you play it today, it's like, it's an awful game. It's so slow.
Yep.
It's incredibly repetitive, not to mention this game is also repetitive too, you know. That's kind of like an MMO thing, so I'm not too concerned about that. But like, you know, at the time, that was the technology. Not the 3D technology couldn't get the action working, but specifically the internet connection was so bad, it didn't make sense. You know, it didn't make a whole lot of sense to focus on that. To focus on like trying to create, you know, a very action-like RPG that you can with this game, because with this game you can afford the assumption that players are going to be playing on broadband, which frees up a lot of problems. But yeah, it's just that talk about like dealing with those sort of technical limitations where the times just felt against the development of the game was really interesting to me. Yeah. Alright, we got lost. This is not the way. So, let's see if we can go a little south. It's not meant we need to go all the way back to the entrance. Slap the sucker sewing. Alright, cool. We got something PSO code. EXP. Cool. That's actually useful. Not perfect attacking, but whatever. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. I will take those two. And Max will appreciate the fact. Still okay. Nope. Alright. We went the long way only to discover that it was a dead end. Ouch. Alright, well, guess we have to go all the way to around the disc and all the way north. I think we're still stuck on the first area, which is bad. Ouch. Now that's better. Alright, cool, let's go. And then we turn left. Ah, no, our PSC is gone. So, have you actually tried crafting yet?
No.
No? Ah. Well, I guess you're gonna find out what it's like. Since it's about... No, not yet. It's almost the hour where we'll talk about it. No affirmation here, but still. Jeez, this mission keeps going. I feel especially stupid right now because I know this mission requires getting all the way to the end. So like we could, if we wanted to, we could just skip all.
Yeah. I don't really like to do that though. To you?
I mean, you can see me play the game.
I guess you're not doing it, so.
Right, exactly. Cape Grant. I can get rid of the Cape Grant actually. Discard that. That was not better. Alright. Ah, see? That was really close. I feel like a big dumb dumb. Alright, there we go. Yeah, the ruins just kind of throw every nefarious enemies at you. But mostly false spawns.
Emergency! Code! Attack!
Apparently this game's lore is evil is forever. Although they also say good is forever. Ah, there's our mission.
Completed!
I think that's our quest objective right there. Just destroy those little circle things.
Emergency! Code! Distraction!
Oh, looks like we need health. Finished the mission a little too quickly. Oh, I guess I can head out. Oh no! Are you alright?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see, what is it? What time is it? I should probably talk about the, crafting a little bit. So I'm gonna return to the lobby, and at least look at what things I can sell first. There's a couple of items I can sell before I talk about crafting a little bit. Oh, I should. I may want to have that praised at some point. I want that. Cool. So yeah, let's talk. I'm gonna get that wand or talus. I don't know if it's a wand rod or a talus, but I'm gonna get that yellow weapon praised, and then I should probably talk a little bit about crafting. Maybe even talk about skills. Maybe also update my skills as well. Let's say, but get that praise it to talus. I'm gonna choose. Interesting. Anyways, so you're gonna see. I'm gonna add you back into the party hopefully soon.
Okay.
But yes, in regards to how crafting
I'll go
works,
to my personal quarters then.
Yeah. In regards to how to craft, it requires you going to the personal quarters. And the bare basic requires you to go to your own personal terminal, which is of course to the from the entrance perspective, right. So if you're coming into the room, to the right is where the personal terminal is. Then one of the items is crafting. So I'm sure Chris is looking at this, and he's gonna be like, "Ah, what does this menu going to look like?" It's just more menus, and it's actually pretty terrible, in my opinion, that the UI for crafting is this. Like, just looking at all these menu entries. Regardless, at least it's consistent with the rest of the menu design. So anyways, do-it-yourself crafting is going to be the one we're going to be selecting today. Item dismantling in particular is what we're going to be interested in. And I don't think when it comes to item dismantling, you might notice I was very selective at what I wanted to sell and what not to. Basically, when you're dismantling an item, it will take anything that is for weapons 7-star and up. I believe the same is true for units as well, which is why this back fresh aura is showing up. The armor is also 7 units and up. And as for the PA disc, the photon arts and technique discs, if that's 11 or higher, then you can also dismantle those as well. And you can see what what items you obtain based off of this items obtained window in the middle. And so you just have to kind of select them. It's really simple. I might want that. I'm not too concerned about that. So then you can say dismantle. And when you dismantle, it gives you all these new items that you can use as crafting materials. In this case, I have 2 Technique PA fragments, which is probably not enough for the one I want. From there, you can select do-it-yourself crafting and select, say, customize technique, photon arts, install timed abilities. Timed abilities is something that I haven't quite done my research yet, but it applies on your unit and it's often area based. So you need to be kind of pre-selective at how to do it, but it's a long discussion, so I'm going to be skipping that. However, customized photon arts and customized techniques is actually very similar to each other. I am probably going to need a lot of crafting materials for this. I'm going to steal some materials from my own alternative shared networks here. I'm going to take a Logitech materials for my character. And in particular, when you're going through crafting, again, do-it-yourself crafting, and selecting customized techniques, you'll need to select one of these, I guess benches is the way they do it. And this is where it kind of gets annoying. You select one, and you might be asking, like, why do you need to go through so many menus? You're gonna find out. Ramgid was the one that I particularly was interested in. Ramgid. And then specifically, there's a 0 Ramgid technique that changes. You might notice that Ramgid was basically a technique where it just makes a lot of purple balls fall from the sky, but 0 Ramgid does something very different, and it's at least interesting to me, so I wanted to try that. You select that item. If you happen to have support items, you can use those. I wonder if I have actually some. I'm getting very easily distracted here. Probably do actually. Not safe enhancers. Yep, here goes merit value. I don't know what each of these do. Okay. Yeah, okay. It allows me to choose one. Well, interesting, and that drastically increases the potency of it, so that's good. So yeah, let's select that. Say yes. We got a success. Potency is significantly higher than the original. The PP cost is a little higher as a consequence of that. Maintains a condensed photon mass to your vicinity for a set time, which will be back in a second. You might notice now that it has a cooldown effect of 3 hours. If you want to start unlocking these, when you select those, it'll say you cannot select this basic line as it has yet to be unlocked. It will be unlocked at crafting level 5, which means you have to craft a lot to be able to get there. But now you might be asking, but crafting a photon art takes 3 hours. What does that mean? How do you get around this problem? Well, as it turns out, the other menu, daily crafting, if you kind of go through the menus, there's a lot of menus to go through. It'll tell you like how long each of these items take. The cool thing about doing any of these daily crafting tasks is that a couple of them only take like 10-20 minutes at most. So it makes and in addition, any of the materials it lists out, you actually don't need them. It's completely free to craft these. So it becomes really useful for you to actually start going through each of these daily crafting requests and very rapidly level up your crafting level to be able to select those. But anyways, now that we created a new Ramgid 0 item, we can just learn that like any normal, it's called Ramgid Custom by the way, like any normal spell, we can just use it. Yeah, that's really high potency, and let's go. And yeah, that's basically just it. You dismantle items that you already had from the beginning. Then from there, you probably want to also throw these together in the bowl. And then from there, you just use it. It's really simple. I don't know what Chris's thoughts are. He's probably going to be on a delay, so I'm sure he'll respond when he finally sees the entire crafting menu and be like, wow, either he likes the crafting system or thinks it's not as engaging as most other games that he has played prior. Friends list. Oh. Why is it not letting me use partner? I'll just get this client order done. Full security. Nice work. You're a lifesaver. Now everyone can relax and have a good time. All prep work's still underway, but I'm definitely thankful for your help. Seriously, thanks again. I'll let you know if anything else catches on fire. We did it. Hey, Elliot. We are slowly working towards that bingo, I guess. I see you are in Franco's cafe, Anthony, so I'm heading there. Hopefully that didn't take too long of an explanation. While I'm at it, let's set this reward. Oh, and there's bugs in this game because I have no idea what this reward is. Oh, this one, right. That's not right. Where is it? Yeah, what is this? There's no name, and it gives you the following items: PA fragment techniques, and other cool stuff. Oh, speaking of PA fragment techniques, I should probably talk about these ARKS fashions too, but I won't get there yet. Wolguarda Eradication. Oh yeah, these guys are hard. This should be fun. Customize a photon art. I don't know why I want to customize a photon art. I'm a tech wizard. Okay. Truly a menace to be a force right here to reckon with. Alright. buy some healing items, and we're off. Oh, I forgot that my character needs a little bit of setup. I'm gonna see what happens if I don't select. Well, I know I'm gonna be one. So. Oh right, and I should probably demonstrate the zero type now. So this should do something very different. There you go. Now I have a shield. Alright. This is not decreasing my PvP, and it's cutting grass for me, so that's nice. Oh, isn't that your support? Nice
What?
to see your auxiliary.
Your Majesty, code, attack.
What? Yeah, why are they here?
It's part of the mission.
Okay.
I think it's meant to be world building. After all, like, you know, other characters are out there adventuring, so why not your support as well?
Completed.
Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find furniture soon. So yes, it's oh ouch, thanks. As usual, I'm gonna guess it's up north. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that our destination is up north. Yep. Got it right the first time. So yeah, with the crafting, I mentioned earlier that a lot of the game, in my opinion, like a lot of the economy seems to be based off of all the splurge of items that this game gives you. And it's interesting to me because, you know, crafting was something they released as part of Season 4, which, as mentioned, or I'm sure many of you recall, was only fairly recent. I think less than a month ago they released that expansion. So to me, like, the way I see it, they saw a certain issue, which is like people were not trading or using the weapons, armor, you know, that was 7 to 10, as well as the fact that you know, discs in particular was just like discarded and thrown out. So it's interesting to me that they took crafting and asked the question of like, how do we make these items more useful, or at least how do we get the player to, you know, collect more of them, presumably so that they can encourage players to use the premium features such as expanded storage. So with that in mind, like, you know, they worked on making some of these items more useful, i.e. crafting, so that you can use PAs, photon discs, to learn some new, preferably, or presumably better spells, as well as modifying your unit stats. You might notice one of the items in your do-it-yourself crafting was being able to update the armor stats, which I mentioned earlier. Like, armor is really weird in this game in that they're not good. So it's really interesting to me that they added some mechanic in there to improve that. It just seems it's like a feature that seems to add more purpose to items that you were already collecting in the game anyways.
Yeah.
So thus it encourages this repetitive play of constantly looking for new discs, new items, but now like there's a purpose behind it, right? There's a purpose behind this grind. And I don't know, like that design philosophy is just really interesting to me. Even if it encourages you to play this in like the most repetitive fashion, like it goes a long way in telling me that there's these kind of things with cool stuff and character. Like that to me is really interesting. And, at least encourages me to play more of these JRPG style games. I don't know, obviously I know that you haven't explored much of it, so I don't know what your opinions are specifically on it. As a game designer, for me, I just find that interesting. It's like, how do we give repetitive tasks a purpose that constantly encourages people to play more? At least in a way that's paced right. Like, when it's something about trying to find an item, right, that can be conducted at any pace the user desires, which is better than currently urging quest kind of thing where everything has to be on a schedule. Oh, I'm ready. Okay, yeah, that should be. His movements are predictable, so it's not exactly hard. But you want to be careful because this boss hits like a truck.
Emergency code Q.
peasy lemon squeezy.
目標達成お疲れ様でした
Alright, who's gonna hit this? Don't want to.
話を聞かせてください
Well, I could sell it, but not feeling it. We have 20 minutes more left. Gerard has a new client order. Interesting. Let's see, subquests. I think we have one more woods. No, we don't actually. So we can go straight to expedition. Sweet. Let's drink some stuff. Yeah. That didn't give me any bonuses. Did it give me a bonus this time? Yeah, economization. Cool. Ramagid. Yeah. Let's... Poison, poison. Are sure you want to proceed? I thought that continues. Sorry, let me check one thing. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Well, I got more materials to grind. Disassemble at least. Note to self, I need to find furniture. What's there behind you? Oh, nice. What is this? It's a red dot. More stuff to dismantle. Missed. 5 shots. Do you, Anthony, do you often like swap your weapons mid-game? In this game, obviously.
No.
Interesting.
Are you asking me if I use my katana?
No, I just mean, do you swap your weapons? It doesn't matter if it's katana. I'm just curious if you ever swap your weapons or not.
Just haven't found anything that's stronger than
This
this.
one's fun. Give me a minute. I did this on purpose for anyone asking. Alright, so Anthony, you're gonna have to find me. That's the quest.
Oh, you're trapped now, aren't
Yeah.
you?
Emergency! Code! Rescue!
I did do this on purpose, by the way. I actually find this particular quest really fun, so it's fine. It's like a really nice way of changing the gameplay ever so slightly to now make a real player victim of someone to actually rescue, which is a nice change of pace. So are you gonna try finding me or what?
Yep.
Ah, I just saw your marker. Change it over.
Your rescue is priority 1.
Ah, hi. Like, I would assume, for example, like this scenario, like, is a switch to Katana or oh yes.
Why?
Just because physical attacks are faster and hits harder. Katana in particular hits really fast.
Completed.
No, I'm not saying you should have done that. I just thought that those are like scenarios I would.
All my skill points are put into making my bow stronger.
Oh, interesting. It was on. Yes. Alright. Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel very rescued. Also, harvesting. I should do that. Alright, cool. I was being a little silly with that harvesting there, so sorry for making you wait. And thanks for entertaining.
I think I powered up my bow recently.
Yeah. Enhanced it.
Yeah, I just haven't found a bow that's stronger. Which seems weird because I've had this bow for quite a while.
I mean, how many stars are on that bow? 7, 8?
Well, let me check. 7.
7. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it sounds like you will eventually encounter one that is darn powerful. So that wasn't this for long. Tried my best. Like, the reason why I'm physically attacking someone is because that seems to be the best strategy for this character based off of my research. That's how support characters are apparently supposed to be played as. Which is actually similar to bouncers, if anything. Although I might sway from recommendations and instead dedicate some of my magic towards these rainbow light magic. Alright, I'm gonna go east, which is left in this case, and north and see if that might be a path forward. Yeah, looks like it. Discs. Yay! At least this mission is not going forever. Unlike the last one. Alright, are you ready for the boss? I guess. No. We are in area 2 of the woods, right? Then turn around.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't think we've found the boss yet.
Right, no, I was wondering if I accidentally got turned around, but I'm looking at the map now and it's like, no, we haven't got to the boss yet, so I misremembered. Oh, hey!
Emergency code due.
Oh, it's nice when an AI targets an AI. Nice to see a boss character appear in the overworld for no reason.
Completed.
Yeah, muns. And more stuff to feed my mag.
I've been feeding my mag discs.
Oh yeah, totally worth it. I mean, it improves your dex, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
that totally is worth it. So for those not in the know, when it comes to mags, basically their stats gets added to your base stats as well. However, both Braver and Bouncers are special in that Dex stat, which is usually for accuracy, also gets transferred to your melee and range stat. Not evenly, but actually full 100%. So if your mag is level 200 Dex, that means 200 of those points goes to both your range attack and your melee attack. So there's actually there's every single reason, if you're in one of those two classes, to dedicate it to oh, for bouncers, by the way, it gets pulled into technique and melee, but you know, you get the idea. So for both of those classes, there's absolutely zero reason to put it in any other stats than dex. And for anyone asking, like, you know, in the original Phantasy Star Online, how you built your mag would affect what sort of abilities they learn. While that is technically true, quote unquote, with Phantasy Star Online 2, it's also very easy to change that, like what their attack pattern, what their mag's attack patterns are like. So really, it doesn't really matter that much. And if you want like a mag that looks like a specific form, you can also customize that as well. So yeah, there's just no reason to focus your mag customization other than dedicating it all to just one stat. Dex also has the added benefit that I believe they're level 12. Some of the really good weapons, the Sigma series weapons, can be requires having a very high amount of dex to equip. And so that's where a lot of their equipment is going to be really useful for. Like the shooting drive that my character has right here, the weird fork-looking thing, that one, I believe, requires a lot of dex, and that's it. Also, you can buy that. It just takes a lot of weapon. Like, it's a unique weapon to want. Just playing it safe. Oh, furniture. I want furniture. That is a bad furniture. That is not the best furniture that I was looking for, but whatever. Takes care of everything, right? Alright. Looks like this is going to be our last mission. Zesh Raider is the boss. Fortunately, this boss has a really easy name to remember, so I have no reason not to like them. So sometimes you can mess up, you know, your mag stats. It is possible to fix. It is possible to fix. It costs a lot of X cubes, and as of unless you're doing a lot of urgent quests, X cubes don't drop very often. So, but there are ways to exchange your weapons, 10-star weapons, to get started with that. Anyways, let's get started with this teleportation. Actually, you can now trade 10-star, 11-star, and all the way up to 13-star weapons for more X cubes. So actually, they've gotten easier to unlock over time. Ooh, sounds like you're in bad shape.
Emergency code due.
taking my distance from this Ashram here for the time It's headed up. Where is it? Oh no, I missed an opportunity. Yeah, it goes in berserk. Get its head.
Did you say I shouldn't hit his head?
No. I said it goes in berserk mode if you don't hit its head.
Okay.
There's a specific moment in its attack pattern where it'll poke out its head like a turtle.
Okay.
It's just hiding. Because of course it's a turtle. But yeah, while it's hiding in its shell, it'll occasionally poke its head. And if you do so, you're supposed to smack it because that causes it to stun.
I'm hurting.
Oh, you are.
Down.
Yep, still missed. Sorry, I'm kind of in a panic mode right now, trying to dodge everything. So hopefully it'll stop firing. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Got it. We did it. Okay, I'm out. Okay, ouch. 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 Where are you? Okay, cool. Heal. Ouch. Oh, that was too close. I'm gonna aim for kill. And I used the wrong spell. Great job, me. Not to mention I missed. There we go. Sorry, I should have paid more attention to your health bar.
Completed.
It's okay.
Oh, I don't even have my try boosting. That's a concern. Cool. We did it. So we talked about crafting, we did a lot of quests, made it to the ruins, finished the ruins, which means probably the Dragon Altar is next, and then the coast, which is actually one of my favorite levels. Yeah. So, cool. That was exciting, and yeah, no, that was we got to see a lot of bosses this time, so that's really cool. I'm gonna switch it up to our good old title card right here. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup after this, but you know, there's only a bunch of off-screen stuff to clean up anyways, so no concerns too much there. Yeah, no, it's really interesting how this game is developing in regards to where its focus is at. Like, I don't know what Chris thought when he went through the crafting section. Crafting is sadly just not as impressive of a feature as the term implies, but it does open up some really cool opportunities, and it's just really interesting to me how they took that opportunity to make collecting items more meaningful than where you originally started with, and just making like certain items a lot more useful than where you began. So I expect to see more of that in the coming updates, because it sounds like only the first half of Season 4 content actually has been released, and there's going to be more in the way very soon. And likewise, that seems to be the plan for all the other seasons as well, although I haven't heard of what specific features they've added in for the rest of the game seasons. Excuse me, pardon me. But yeah, that's been like the economy and the focus of it, which is really interesting. Obviously, if we try to go in the more nefarious, like, what's the word I'm looking for? More cynical route of thinking things. One way of looking at it is, they're encouraging, since item drops are completely random, they're encouraging this like randomness factor and wasting a lot of their time. And I mean, sure, that can be one way of looking at everything as we're playing through this game, but I kind of see it more as a useful way for getting players to catch up, starting players to catch up to the ones that have already been playing quite a while now. So in that sense, it's actually more of a power escalation feature than anything else. Plan for the next stream, which will be of course next week. I don't think there's anything that is keeping us from streaming it next week. There may be some life-related things that might make some of the streaming either later or slower for me. You'll probably hear more about that. But other than that, I suspect we're going to do the same thing as before. And if anything, we're probably going to be going through the same game, streaming it over, and just covering other features that I think kind of supports this game design hypothesis of both power escalation as well as making item collection fun, like trying to figure out game design decisions to give you that sort of impression. I have nothing more to add. Anthony, Chris, anything that you'd like to add? I assume there has been no comments on the stream, correct, Chris?
Yep.
I'm alright. I'm good.
Sweet.
I have nothing to add, and yes, there's no comments in the stream.
Well, without further ado, let's call it a stream. In 3,